excited folks. Will Florian! Give it up for Will Florian! Thank you, everybody. I just want to first start off by saying that I did not know that judges were literally going to tell me how I did. So, Brian, if you say one more negative thing, I am going to choke you. But anyways, I'm really happy to be here. My main reason that I'm here is because I get to tell a whole group of people of how much I love one thing in this world, second to Jesus. And that's God. But I'm going to talk more about the next one, which is women. And I'm talking about every aspect of it. I grew up with an awesome single mom taking care of me since I was a kid. I have an adorable adopted baby sister who literally means the world to me. And then I have a sometimes perfect girlfriend that's really fun to be around whenever she decides to shower for that day. But I grew up with a single mother, and I was one of those guys that on Friday nights I would have pizza and watch chick flicks with my mother rather than being out with the other guys doing stuff like riding bikes, like throwing knives, eating protein powder, or beating up kids. I don't know, whatever they did. I wasn't there. But even my close friends growing up were all girls. In junior high, I had about 20-some female friends, and that's all I hung out with. I was at more female sleepovers than male sleepovers. It's really not as cool as you think it is, but one of the scariest moments I remember of my entire life, I came home crying because all of my friends were on their period. And I was like, I'm not. Eventually, I found out that was a good thing, that I'm not randomly leaking blood monthly. I found out that was normal for my species. But, so it got to a point later on in the future that I actually started dating but 8th grade year is a good year for me. I started just dating some of those close female friends that I had. And, I basically almost dated all of them at some point. But it wasn't, I dated about all 20-some of my friends within about a 6-month period. And every single time, it was over the friend zone phone call. And oh my gosh, whenever I got done with the 8th grade year, I didn't touch my phone. I was every relationship I would almost get in, I would just sit there and be like, can you just call and give me the friend zone breakup phone call just so I know it's real? I just need to know it was real. But eventually, whenever I got to high school, I kind of just realized that, you know what, it's time to just kind of man up and find a good relationship. So, after 6 months of just the dating rampage, I went on this 7-year fast of only going on dates with 4 different ladies, one of them being Devin Bird in the back. But the reason, why I did this was because I think I just kind of got burnt out of just really quickly dating people and then getting dumped. It just kind of sucked. So I just loved the first time I gave a woman a rose and they cried. I was like, that's it? I spent $1 at Motomart and you're crying? It was awesome. And so I love doing flowers. The first time I did, I brought breakfast to them in the morning, before school. That was so much fun. And falling in love is one of the coolest things in the entire world. It's so much fun. I just love just feeling in love and then breaking up with them and then sending us both into a complete utter depression. It's really fun. But you know what? It's just, after doing that for a while, I just got really scared of breaking up with people. One of my girlfriends was the most awkward time we ever broke up because we were at Subway, and it was a sketchy point in our life, and it was one of those things that, she could dump me at any point. I'm kind of just going, this is my last supper. So it's just, I'm going in there, and I'm just okay, just super nervous, and then she just goes up in line and just goes, That's my bubblegum popping noise. So just so you know that. So she just goes, you know what? I don't know what I want anymore. What? I think she's talking to me. But she's like staring up at the menu and just going, I guess I'm okay with what I always have. I'm like, that's good. That's good. You know what? And then she just goes, you know what? I'm sick and tired of the same thing every day. Oh, gosh, I know this is going. I just want a foot-long black. Oh, hey. All right. That is it, okay? We are done. Consider yourself officially dumped. How do you feel now? You're breaking up with me over getting a foot-long Black Forest ham sub? Thank you, everybody.
What a terrible example for children you are. I'm just kidding. But seriously, no. Well, it flowed really good. It's just, it lacked in like a bunch of jokes. There was like a total of 10 jokes in there. Like 7 jokes in there. And they were good. It was just throw more of them in there. It's not that they were bad. It was just, yeah.
Well. I like how you used the truth of your life that many of us witnessed about dating every human being in a skirt in 6 months. I remember that clearly. And I liked how you told that. It had the ring of authenticity to it. And the movement from one part of the story to the next was really smooth. The jokes that were funny, but I would like to have heard several more. I find it fascinating that you consider dating only 4 women a fast. And as one who loves to eat, I think I'm going to consult with you. Okay, those are the kinds of fasts I like. So you and I need to talk about fasting. Well done, Will.
So, Will, who do you like? Who do you watch? Who's your comic of choice? Okay. I wouldn't have connected you to Kevin Hart. Maybe at the end, but... I think it was good storytelling and pretty well rehearsed, but again, I think like people like Brian Regan or Jake Johansson or people like comics like that who use a personal narrative, Mike Birbiglia, will tie it back into broader themes more frequently with those jokes just to keep the audience connected and then use their personal narrative to keep moving it along. So I think, yeah, just dropping some more jokes in there on a broader theme with more conviction rather than just kind of side notes to your story, you can create this rhythm that will really improve the act, I think. But overall, good stuff.